Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Childhood sweethearts Jonny and Ayca are mad about each other.
She's my life. I love her to bits.
Ayca's desperate to get married, but has big dreams for her big day.
It's all right is not good enough for me. It's perfect is what I need.
And perfection comes at a price that bar manager Jonny can't afford.
Just getting finances together would be a struggle. Like, me personally, I have no savings.
So we're giving them £12,000 towards their big day.
Thank you. We'll just pick 12 things, and each thing costs £1,000.
We'll do that.
But there's one big catch. Control freak Ayca has agreed in the presence of a lawyer to let Jonny organise the wedding all by himself.
You do not tell a soul.
3 weeks apart will push their relationship to the limit.
I really want him to feel really bad for this.
Will party animal Jonny get his priorities in order?
We'll forget about the venues for now. Let's just get this stag sorted.
Will he remember it's not his best man he's marrying?
Actually, believe it, she would be good.
She just doesn't understand how we work.
Will he run out of money, and why?
I don't even know how much we've got left. I actually have no idea.
Can this man give this woman a day to remember?
God, what is my wedding going to be like?
Today, 23-year-old teaching assistant Ayca is moving out of the South London flat she shares with 24-year-old Jonny.
I'm excited about being in charge for a change. You know, with Ayca usually the one that's pulling the strings mostly. I think it's going to be good to sort of let the reins go and let me run wild.
The couple met at school in Belfast 7 years ago. Ayca's been in charge ever since.
Jonny, you can't wear that. I am a control freak. I'm always in control of anything that I can be in control of. You will rinse around the sink, won't you?
Yeah.
She treats Jonny like a child, often.
I see.
That means cleaning up after him and taking care of their finances.
I make things happen.
I make things fun.
Joining in the fun is his workmate, Jim, who'll be Jonny's best man.
Jim's one of the best guys I've ever worked with, actually.
They're so close, Jonny has even allowed Jim to move into the couple's one-bedroom flat.
Jim! Oh my God, Jim, please can you cover up? It's my living room.
But he's no problem. He cleans up after himself.
Look at the state of this, your cigarettes, your flipping glasses, just...
Chuck the stuff everywhere.
Yeah, look at the way you've chucked everything everywhere here. Put those on now.
Apparently I'm not allowed to live here when they're married. Basically, it's a race against time for me to try and win Jonny's heart.
I'm very worried about Jim completely leading Jonny astray.
Oh, hello! Thank you very much.
But Jonny's determined that won't happen.
If I've done something wrong, that's it, I'm dead. She'll not go through with it. I know it.
The time has come for Jonny and Ayca to say their goodbyes as she heads back to Northern Ireland.
You'll be fine, honestly. We'll fly by.
The biggest day of Ayca's life is now in Jonny's hands.
I just can't believe that the next time I see him is going to be on my wedding day. And not only that, but I have no idea what my wedding day is going to be, and neither does he.
Jonny does know one thing. He wants the wedding to be in Belfast, so he books 2 tickets on the next available flight.
4 words. You're going to Belfast.
Unbeknown to Ayca, Jonny and Jim will also be in Belfast, hoping to sort out her wedding in just 5 days.
Have you got your passport? 100%.
Yes.
Okay, go, go, go.
Have you? Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
Ayca arrives at her mum's, where she'll be spending the next 3 weeks.
Welcome home.
They emigrated to Belfast from Turkey when she was just 10 years old.
So all the responsibility lies on poor Johnny.
You know that he's never, ever in his whole life faced anything like this before.
While organising the wedding will be tough for Johnny, getting married at all is a massive step for Ayca.
Both my parents have been divorced twice, so my idea of marriage has never been very positive. But I'm doing this because I know that I'm going to prove all my past ideas of marriage wrong, and I know for a fact this is right for us.
Across town, only child Johnny has arrived at his mum and dad's house with Jim. And he's already on the scrounge.
Mom, have you any cash on you?
Mummy.
It's like, welcome home. How long did it take you? 10 minutes to get money out of us? We've spoiled you, that's the problem. But sure, look at you, you're gorgeous.
They may be hitting the town, but Johnny and Jim haven't entirely forgotten why they're here.
To the wedding?
To Ayca, to Ayca.
Ayca, good man. Love that.
It's Saturday morning, and after less than 24 hours apart, Ayca's already wondering how Johnny's coping.
I think Johnny wouldn't have got much sleep last night from worrying about everything he needs to do. And I'd be very surprised if he wasn't feeling as depressed and lost as me.
Johnny is suffering. But not in the way Ayca imagines.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
I don't think I should be too happy if she knew that the first thing we did was go out on the town as soon as we got back to Belfast.
If I actually be livid, she would be livid.
She just doesn't understand how we work, but
So that's what you call it. Still, when the boys finally surface at midday, they've regrouped and have got their priorities sorted.
we'll forget about the venues for now. Let's just get this stag sorted, right? My idea is there's a big sports centre, and we can go there, do like go-karting, paintball and football, whatever.
We're definitely going to get everything sorted, so I don't think getting the stag do out of the way is a bad idea, really. Plus, it's going to be the best night of our lives.
Silly me. I thought the wedding was supposed to be the best night. But Ayca and Chief Bridesmaid Kath know Johnny too well.
It would have been one of the
first things he'll have wanted to do.
But then what if he wastes all his money on the stag do? He probably thinks he can spend like,
whatever he wants.
I don't know, a few hundred, or maybe even 500 on a stag do, which I hope.
No, surely not.
Yeah, 50 times 12 is what, 600 quid? Yeah, 600 quid. Then just need to get a carry out and some food.
With flights for 2 friends and a ton of booze thrown in, Johnny spends $1,000 of his budget in no time. Not that he's worried.
I've never had 12 grand in my hand before. I'm thinking it's going to be surprising if I spend 6 or something. I don't know. I don't think I can spend that money so quickly.
But he'd better spend it wisely, as his fiancée has high expectations.
My perfect wedding would be grand, elegant and unique.
Johnny's got some grand ideas of his own.
We'll just do everything in $1,000. We'll just pick 12 things, and each thing costs $1,000.
What 12 things do you want to be $1,000?
I don't know yet, but we've just done the stag in, what, 15 minutes? All right, let's get on to venues.
But even with their everything for $1,000 master plan, they quickly discover that it's not easy to find a venue at short notice.
Hello, is this... Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? It's all right.
It's not going all right. You've not even spoken to any real people.
The boys spend 2 fruitless hours on the phone, but then Jim has a brainwave.
We just need to make our own venue, whatever. Just do something different.
Or like in a garden?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Put a, what do you call it up?
Yeah.
A tent.
Do that. That's the new plan.
But for Johnny and Jim, a tent doesn't mean a classic white marquee. Oh no.
There it is. 100 people plus, big squeeze.
That's not heat, is it?
Oh, is that not it?
No. That's a little teepee.
That is a small teepee. And this is an enormous castle. Belfast Castle is Ayca's dream wedding venue.
It looks like
It's
a
just-
fairy tale setting,
I
doesn't
know.
it?
It looks over Belfast as well.
Yeah.
It's very symbolic
Yeah.
of where me and Jonny met. And,
Beautiful.
and it's got the stairs that I always go on about as well.
You could arrive like a princess while everyone.
I know. and then everyone's heads turn.
Oh.
Ayca's grand staircase entrance would be tricky in a teepee, even a giant Nordic one.
That is a setup there of 3 of our giant hats linked together. Each one of those will seat 70 people.
Looks pretty awesome.
It does look good.
They really do give you a wow factor.
They might blow the guests away, but the price will certainly blow Jonny's budget.
With 2 tents, you'd be looking at 4,500.
And that's only for 2?
That's for 2.
They'd cost him a third of his funds, and he'd still have to pay for somewhere to pitch them, as well as catering, a bar and decoration.
I think this could be either a really amazing decision or a really stupid decision by blowing all my money on a tent. But at the moment, this is the #1 choice out of 1.
Jonny only has one other place to see, Brownlow House, an altogether more traditional wedding venue.
What do you think?
It's stunning, absolutely stunning.
Known locally as Lurgan Castle, this grand building would definitely be Ayca's cup of tea.
I really like it. It's awesome. You could just imagine like everyone here and then Ayca up her coming down the stairs.
Back at Belfast Castle, it's as if Jonny's read Ayca's mind.
It's so right. I can just see me in my beautiful dress coming down these stairs. To say I got married in a castle is just gives me the shivers thinking about it.
The idea of getting married in a castle is also starting to seduce Jonny.
Like, this is quite a grounded idea, you know what I mean? Top table, and yeah, I suppose it is quite traditional, but there's no real room for error, is there? You could do this really well. Is this a safe option, or is it actually a really good option to go for something like this?
It's definitely safe.
And the price makes it even more attractive.
To hire the whole castle for the day is £1,000.
Then what is it per head?
£30 a head, includes a 4-course meal.
Right, okay. I really, really like the place. Lovely to meet you, all right?
At £4,000 all in, it's 500 quid cheaper and a whole lot less hassle than 2 empty teepees, which he still has nowhere to pitch.
There's £4,000, you've got your catering, you've got your venue, and it means we're going to have them a load more money to not skimp on other things. And also, I'm not joking you, see if the weather's like this with the marquee, it'll be rubbish, I guarantee you. Imagine Ayca crying when she wakes up in the morning to realise that it's raining on her wedding day, and then she realises that she's going to be a tent on her wedding day.
Surely it's a no-brainer, but Jonny can't resist a call back to Ed at the teepee company.
It's very tempting because it's very safe, because he's only going to charge £1,000, and then the food would only cost another 3 or 3.5 on top of that. But I'm still
I didn't think you were the safe type, my friend.
He's a dealer.
I'll tell you what we've managed to come up with.
Right.
Is Roallan, one of the National Trust properties. They can do the ceremony and they can do a licence.
Right.
And they've also got somewhere that I can put my teepees up. And I don't think they're looking for a huge amount of money. I could do it.
3.
I could do it.
3. 3.5.
For 4 for you.
Ed, you're a star. Thanks very much, mate.
Okay, guys, no problem.
Cheers, Ed. Love you, Ed. Yeah, you know, but we could get all this for £4,000. I don't know. We'll go check this Roallan place out then.
It's just gonna be, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing if you get a tent.
Yeah, but it's risky business. It's raining outside in the tent. You're going to be freezing.
Surely not even Jim could persuade Jonny it's a good idea to have an outdoor wedding in rainy Belfast.
So this is what we call the outer walled garden that would be spectacular for your wedding ceremony.
It's amazing.
What are you thinking? I like it, but I'm thinking cost. This is going to be big time.
Hiring the venue on top of the teepees would be costly, but at least Roallan can accommodate his 2 giant Nordic tents.
This would be the area where your teepees would be, so with the trees it would look spectacular.
Me and my bride can come round to the pleasure ground. Great.
It's decision time for Jonny and his trusty sidekick.
Do you gamble or do you play safe?
Gamble?
Yeah, you gamble for, maybe a little bit more glory, but in the end of the day, there's a risk that it could all go wrong.
This is brilliant. This is gold dust. This is what, I guarantee you, this is what she'll want.
I do really like the gardens.
Okay.
It's a brilliant venue, but it's just price. I think that's the big issue.
From the spaces that we did actually look at, that normally would be sitting at 1,700. But I would be able to drop that back to 1,100 for you. And also you get me thrown in for the day as well at the...
Not as a sex slave, Jim.
Yeah, we've got a venue then.
Sorted.
Let's have a group hug.
So, Jonny's rejected the all-inclusive 4 grand castle and spent 5 grand on 2 tents, a garden and a glamorous assistant. The boys still have everything else to arrange.
Brilliant, deal done.
Except, of course, the stag.
My left skill gets smashed.
The first part of Jonny's stag involves burning rubber and a few £100 on the go-kart track. First casualty of the night is Jonny's dad.
Sore ribs and car sick.
Bring on the paintball, and that's what I say.
They're killing us! They're killing us!
I'm going!
Then the budget takes another direct hit on the paintball range, where second casualty of the night, Jim, proudly displays his war wounds. It's cost £1,000, but Jonny's not worried.
Money well spent.
Today, the boys head back to London. During their 5-day trip to Belfast, they've spent over 6 grand, but have only got a venue and a hangover to show for it. Jonny doesn't plan on coming back until 5 days before the wedding. But he's not worried.
Doesn't really know about running there. He's just wandering along there, you know. He hasn't got my sense of urgency.
Organising a Belfast wedding from London won't be easy, and the boys will need to be on top of their game if they want to please the perfectionist bride.
I'll be very disappointed if my big day doesn't turn out to be the big day that I want. It needs to be very obvious that he's literally spent every moment thinking and fretting and stressing about the wedding day.
This penalty is going to be a sign about the wedding. If it goes in, we're going to have a good wedding. If it misses, the wedding's going to be shit. Oh, it's going to be a good wedding! Done, sorted.
Jonny's reliance on luck is in stark contrast to his meticulous fiancée's approach. After they got engaged, she put together a PowerPoint presentation of her dream day.
It's quite a special thing, I think, to be marrying a Turkish girl. I am proud to be Turkish, and I would hate that to be forgotten on my big day.
Because that's a bit of your heritage, a bit of your, you know,
Exactly.
who you are. And...
I want a trendy but romantic and just elegant wedding. Invites have got to match the theme of the wedding.
It can't be a text message.
Or a Facebook group or something. Oh my God.
Really, Ayca? Who on earth would invite guests to their wedding on Facebook?
I can send a lot of invites through Facebook.
Jonny would.
Because that means I won't have to post things. Look, we're going to give this a go. We're going to try to do video invites with me and Jim, featuring Peter Andre as the music, just for a laugh.
What song is it?
Mysterious Girl.
It's not quite the classy, elegant invite that Ayca had envisaged. But Jonny's not worried.
That's it, that's uploaded. Send it out to everyone. They'll watch it, they'll love it.
Invite's done, money saved, job is in the bag.
With only 10 days to go before the wedding, the boys finally decide to tackle their toughest challenge of all, choosing Ayca's wedding dress.
This is the most important decision that we're going to make for the wedding, so we're taking this really seriously.
Right now, yeah, I'm feeling a bit panicky. It's a deal breaker. If I don't get the dress, at least, if she doesn't like it, that's going to be a nightmare. She's going to have to sit there in it all day. She's not going to get to take it off. Until later.
They've come to a top bridal boutique just outside Richmond.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you're the groom.
Yeah.
And what have you been thinking about for your day, for your gorgeous girl to wear?
Right.
Yeah.
I've completed. There's no straps.
No straps, okay.
Armed with that level of detail, Mr. Perfect should have no problem.
My tactics for picking the dress, I don't think I'm not gonna get it perfect, but I think I'm gonna play it safe. That's what I'm gonna do, I reckon.
All right. What do you think about this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, so that.
Would it help if I got a mannequin and we put some of them on the mannequin?
What do you think?
You got a human model that can model the dresses for us?
Do you even want to, like, maybe just go out and try to find someone?
Yeah, sure.
Just off the street?
Suddenly, dress shopping doesn't seem quite so dull.
We will find someone, we will.
I don't know whether this is for Jim's sake or mine, actually, just because he wants to go on an adventure and prove that he can get a girl off the street and come in and dress up for him.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Jim shows he has a good head for figures.
Excuse me. Sorry, please, can you save my life?
And a gift for cheesy chat-up lines. While Jim finds himself and Ayca alike, in Belfast, the real thing has decided not to miss out on all the fun.
I quite like the ruffles of this. I like silky, floaty. If I don't like what Jonny picks, it can potentially ruin my whole day.
Back in London, thanks to their new assistant, the boys are beginning to enjoy dress shopping, especially Jim.
Oh, yes. Oh, this looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I'm starting to get a bit jealous that you're getting married now. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. I'm starting to feel marriage a bit more. Maybe we could have a double wedding.
As Jim falls in love with Ayca's double, the real Ayca is falling hard too.
I love this. It's like something out of a movie.
She's been swept off her feet by a princess dress with sweetheart neckline and floaty, sparkly netted skirt.
So now he's got something to compete with.
The boys have found a frock that's uncannily similar. It has straps, but is otherwise a dead ringer for Ayca's princess dress.
That's got a bigger wow factor on it, boys.
I don't know, I like the other one. Just being honest. I definitely like the other one more.
Jonny's not about to take a risk on this decision and sends the princess dress back, opting to play it safe with a simple slimline number.
It feels quite depressing. It's just the fact that I can't have anything I really, really want.
So 1,500 dress, beads, shoes. Deal?
Perfect.
Think that calls for a group hug?
Perfect.
That's what it's all about.
There are just 8 days left before the wedding. And while Jonny's managed a few phone calls...
You've got a gun?
He still has the small matter of catering, flowers, rings, cars and a photographer to organise. The bachelor life is beginning to take its toll on both Jonny and the flat he usually shares with Ayca.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Ayca. It's ridiculous how much I miss her. It's unbelievable. Staying in this house now is starting to really grind me down. Just like living in a squat in a pigsty.
He needs to get out of the house. Fortunately, he has plenty of reason to. Today, Jonny is taking Ayca's bridesmaid shopping. He doesn't have so much as a colour scheme in mind, So Natalie, Kath and Cheryl will have to wear whatever takes Johnny's fancy.
Hello.
The girls encourage Johnny to consider something a bit more elegant.
That's electric blue. That
What about that?
is so bridesmaid.
160 quid?
Johnny's lost the plot. He said, what was the budget, what he said when he came in, £80 a dress? If they like it so much, just get them to pay for it. That's what I say.
Johnny heeds Jim's words of wisdom and finds a cheaper option.
Bargain basement as well. They go well with like the tent outside, you know, like
Yeah,
I'm a hippie. What about one of these bad boys here? That's for the head bridesmaid.
It says wedding
Chief
dress.
bridesmaid? No, it's chief bridesmaid.
No, read it. It's wedding
It doesn't matter, but
dress.
it's chief bridesmaid.
First rule of weddings, do not upstage the bride. Are those bikinis? All in all, the girls are not impressed.
You can't have a bridesmaid in a wedding dress.
This is absolutely hideous. Ayca would not like that, definitely not. She would cry.
Well, there's no point spending £1,000 on dresses and then not being able to get cars.
I don't even know how much we've got left. I actually have no idea.
Well, that's probably a good reason to get cheaper dresses then, isn't it?
But I know that they're gonna come out in that blue one that's £250 and be like, oh, it's beautiful. Okay.
I want to see the other one first though, but I do like them.
If you put the green linen one on and then you put the white one on, because out of all the ones, that would be the most suited to the venue, wouldn't it?
Good call, mate, good call.
Oh my goodness.
I can see the hat.
See the hat?
Oh, that is the one. That is the what? What's wrong with that?
That's really nice. What's that for?
Just don't put me in this place.
Those are cheap. Those are cheaper, but
Just get them to go to me. You've got
No, Jim. No.
I've got loads of stuff to do today.
look at the faces. Out of those are the blue ones, which ones do you think are nicer?
Blue ones. Blue ones.
So you can pay the difference. Do you think that's out of the question?
I would pay
I
the
would pay
difference.
not
It's
worthy,
not so
but
bad.
yes.
Done.
Johnny cleverly persuades the girls to contribute 40 quid each. Deal done.
So easy.
With a week to go, Johnny has arranged a mystery hen party for Ayca and flown her back to London. While the boys are at work, Ayca decides to sneak a peek at the flat to see just what they've been getting up to.
Oh my god, smell it. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Look at the amount of drink that's been drunk. They're meant to be organising a wedding. Surely they can't have enough time to have this much fun. Oh. What have they been up to?
Start the wedding couple for me
Better get going then.
Seeing her home in such a state is too much for house-proud Ayca.
I really want him to feel really bad for this.
It's been a sobering visit, but Ayca's determined not to let it ruin her hen do. She may not know where she'll be going or what she'll be doing, but Ayca's just glad to have her friends rally round.
This is what I needed, girls. Thank you so much. Our hen night is at least as important as the stag do, so the least I can expect is for the budget to be at least the same or a wee bit more than what they had.
Johnny's stag cost £1,000, but he's only spending 300 quid on the love of his life. Ayca meets her favourite girl and boyfriends down at a local restaurant.
Oh my god, I got us a Turkish restaurant!
It's a surefire way of getting back into her good books.
Everything Johnny's arranged for you, rose petals, candles.
He's ticking all the boxes.
Cheers!
But Jonny has another Turkish trick up his sleeve to make it a special night for Ayca.
We've got your special dish that Johnny's requested for you, manta.
Manta is Ayca's favourite food, a stuffed Turkish pasta.
We had to get a taxi for this, especially for you.
It's only found in a few places in England.
Oh, that's amazing.
That was the good news, but you've got some bad news now. You've hit your budget.
We're eating and we're drinking.
Including the wines.
Wines haven't gone on yet.
Less than an hour into what should be the second biggest night of her life, the money's all gone.
I'm convinced he spent more on the stag than what he's given us for the hen. And I hope he's got me an amazing wedding dress that costs thousands and thousands of pounds.
Out of nowhere.
That would make it worthwhile. There's hoping.
The wedding's only 5 days away, and Johnny's due to catch a flight back to Belfast in 2 hours.
I can't sleep. The house is a mess. The bed's broke.
Unfortunately, last night he threw yet another party, and now he's in danger of missing his flight. Not that Johnny's worried.
Let's have a picture. Let's have another look.
Revived by the techno, Jonny does his packing for the week. 4 bridesmaids' dresses and his bride's £1,500 wedding gown stuffed into a box.
Dress him in the face. I am trolley.
Jonny finally makes it into the cab. He's got half an hour to get to the airport or he'll miss his check-in.
Thanks, man.
In Belfast, Ayca's thoughts have turned to how she will look on her big day.
By now, though, I hope he's got everything sorted. I think...
Should he, have everything sorted by now?
Well, it's a week before the wedding. He must have all the big, important stuff done, and I reckon this week should be my things. Like booking my hair appointment, my makeup appointment, you know, maybe getting me a little spa treatment.
More like hospital treatment, if Ayca knew what Jonny was up to.
Short story, missed the flight. Long story, missed the flight, I don't know. Yeah, missed it. There's no other flight now until 9 o'clock tonight. So by now, I would have been in Belfast sorting stuff out. I feel like shit, to be honest, because I've just wasted a whole day.
A new flight cost Jonny another £100. Money he can ill afford, with only £3 left and still no bar, no car, no cake, flowers, rings or a photographer, and no food for his guests to eat. Ayca knows how important the catering is and has brought Kath to the restaurant where Jonny proposed.
It was actually the most amazing dinner of my life, by far. This would be so perfect for the wedding day. It's amazing. Oh, thank you very much.
Enjoy your lunch,
Thank you.
Ayca would happily spend big to serve up quality food.
50 quid a head would be reasonable for a fine dining meal.
Or how about no quid a head? Having arrived in Belfast, Jonny's finally meeting some caterers.
Alan, Jonny, how's it going?
But he's almost out of spends.
What is your budget for all this then?
Grand, straight up.
So you're talking, what, £12 a head then, roughly less than £12 a head?
The less the better, to be honest, like if it could come under that at all. Be amazing.
Well, it would be amazing, actually, yes.
I don't need the finest china, to be honest, like, but maybe just a little bit better than plastic knives and forks.
Okay.
The girls have moved on to their main course, scallop with pork, alerting Ayca to a cultural minefield.
In Turkey, because of the Muslim religion, you're not meant to have pork. If it was just a pork main course, then I think there would be problems.
It's a pig on a spit, you can't go wrong with it, like. Don't know whether there's any way you could kind of turk up a pig. Thanks so much.
Johnny's clearly not too worried about his Turkish guests. With no gym to distract him for the next 2 days, Johnny finally embarks on some serious organising.
£90 plus VAT. I'll take that one then. Okay. Easy as that, you know what I mean? $4.50.
Yeah, they'll do that for you.
All right, brilliant. Thanks very much, David.
Back in London, even Jim is pulling his finger out.
Hello, Groom.
He's roped in some pals to help him clean the flat.
Yeah, the job's done. We're good to go. She's not going to freak out when she gets back. It's as if it never happened.
With only 48 hours to go, Johnny finally tots up his spending.
11705. So I've got 295 quid left. What do I need to get with that? I need to get flowers, hair and makeup, photographer, and cake. 5 things, £300. Shit, gotta get wines for the tables. Gotta get wines for the tables, okay.
For the first time, doubts are starting to creep in.
In my mind, I think it's gonna be awesome, but I'm having an outside wedding. Ayca doesn't like being outside. I'm having pork for Muslim guests. People might just think it's rubbish. And most importantly, Ayca might not be happy.
With his spirits flagging, Johnny needs help, and fast.
I see the ghost of a tramp, Christmas tramp.
The gym has landed, just in the nick of time. United they shall surely stand. Or possibly fall.
Jim's back, the boys are back in town. Nice.
The boys are at Rowan to marvel at their massive erection. The teepees are going up.
Johnny, how good were we finding these? How good are we?
Awesome. That's going to be awesome.
But Jim's initial enthusiasm soon gives way to doubt.
People that aren't me and Johnny might be less impressed by a couple of tents, whereas me and Johnny are like children. We love silly things. Have we made a mistake? Have we?
Mistake or not, it's certainly set them back a few quid. There's nothing left in the pot for the thoughtful touches Ayca had been expecting.
I was hoping this week would be for him to have a few days of pampering me, but that's not materialised.
Sorry. Oh,
Jonny.
Hello?
He's come up with an ingenious money-saving plan.
Okay, and but is there any way that you could just send somebody for Ayca? No. Okay, I'll sort it out. There's no money to send a hairdresser or a makeup artist.
It costs 50 quid to get a hairdresser.
If we do want somebody, we have to sort it out ourselves.
I'm just thinking my dress better be amazing to take away from my hair and my makeup.
With the wedding in 2 days, there's one vital job that Johnny needs Jim's help with.
Get these bad boys on. Right, here. All right, mate, I'll see you later.
I don't receive an invitation, but...
It looks like one has arrived, Turkish style.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Merhaba! You are invited to Jonny and Ayca's wedding on the 25th of July, 3:30 p.m. Semi Sevillora, Tashikula. Semi Sevillora, Tashikula. Miraba, Miraba.
That's amazing. What made me think Jonny could possibly send me an invitation in an envelope? What was I thinking? Oh my god, what is my wedding going to be like?
At this rate, it'll either be a wedding with no flowers, no photographer, or no booze.
Well, that's the last of the budget spent. 180 quid on wine and champagne. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I wasn't able to do the whole thing in budget. Yeah, so my only option is to maybe go and speak to my mum and dad. They always bail me out, but...
Yeah, I do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Jonny faces the embarrassment of asking his parents for a handout of nearly 600 quid.
The fact that we've left 2 or 3 things out of the budget is a bit stupid. But that was probably always going to happen with us too.
Cheers, Dad, thanks.
Together.
Lucky Jonny is quids in. Now he's been bailed out by the bank of mum and dad, he can afford to get flowers and a photographer. Phew. It's the day before the wedding. The boys are decorating their beloved teepees. Meanwhile, at Ayca's house, nerves are running high. Her wedding dress has been delivered and she's about to see it for the first time. Ayca dreamed of a floaty princess dress, but risk-taker Jonny's played it safe.
It looks a bit plain. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it until I've got it on.
We all think she's going to look beautiful. She'd look beautiful in anything, but I just want for her to really enjoy wearing it and like it on.
If Ayca doesn't like herself in it, she's in trouble. The shop is 400 miles away, so she can't take it back.
Oh,
It's okay.
It's not the princess dress she dreamed of, and it doesn't fit. Kath makes an emergency phone call.
Hello? Hiya.
Wondering, would it be possible to send a seamstress to the house?
A seamstress?
Yeah, somebody that can take in the top of her dress. Yeah, I'll sort that out. Does she like the dress? It's slightly too big for her at the top.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll sort a seamstress out, but does she like the dress or not?
I think, you know what Ayca's like, she'll never be able to tell how much she likes it until it's perfect.
And I think you did it amazing.
All right, thank you. I'll sort it out. All right, bye. Right, I need to get a seamstress. What is a seamstress?
Maybe it's a girl thing, that seamstress for a dress that the bride has never tried on before is an obvious factor. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Something tells me it's not just me. Something tells me it's Jonny being stupid.
But Jonny gets his act together. And within the hour, the cavalry arrives.
Oh, Ayca. Oh, that feels so much nicer. I just actually feel like it fits me and I'm not going to be worrying about it.
Oh, I'm so glad you're smiling.
I know.
While the seamstress saves the day, as ever, Jonny and Jim aren't worried.
It's looking good, Matt. It's looking good. But it's gonna be good. And it won't rain. And everyone will have a good time.
Looks like he might have spoken too soon.
What
What's the weather like? At the moment, it's bucketing down out of the heavens, and I'm nervous.
It's my wedding day! Finally! After 3 long weeks. I'm so excited.
Jammy Johnny struck it lucky. The sun shining for the first time in a week. Ayca also has reason to be cheerful. The girls have found her a hairdresser at the last minute.
I'm phase 1 of your Zunai Hair and Beauty Rescue Squad.
Yay! Thank you!
But there's no rest for the wicked with a DIY wedding.
I didn't think on the morning of my wedding, but I'd be carting booze in, literally.
It's coming on good. Coming on good. I just like to get the table sorted and then we can get it back off home and get Johnny scrubbed up, get his neck washed.
Ayca is scrubbing up well herself.
Absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I want. Could not have asked for anything different.
It's time for the bridesmaids to reveal the dresses they helped pay for.
Oh my God! They are stunning.
Johnny may have wanted the girls in green sacks, but it looks like they made the right decision for him.
Not what I would have picked, but they're really, really good. And it's got little sparkles on it. I like that. Yes. And we've got all
Having arrived in Belfast with no clothes, Johnny has sent his mum on a crucial errand.
I never dreamt that on the morning of my son's wedding, I would be running to the local shopping centre to get him boxers. Never. But then that's Johnny.
I'm gonna make love to you, baby.
At Ayca's, the guest of honour arrives all the way from Turkey. It's her dad.
Oh my God! Look, electric blue! Come inside.
Armed with his spanking new pants, Johnny's suddenly worried about losing his composure.
I don't mind if I have a little cheeky tear, but if I start bawling my eyes out in front of everyone, and once I go, Jim will go, won't you? So
It'll be a chain reaction.
it'll be a chain reaction.
You gonna cry as well,
You want to cry, man? That is the best way to put on a shirt, I'll tell you that.
With 40 minutes to go, the boys set off for the venue. At Ayca's house, she's ready to give her dress its first public airing. It may not be her dream dress, but it's a hit with the crowd.
I'm very, very proud of you.
Very good.
Aw, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Very elegant. Good girl.
The girls nip outside for a quick photo opportunity. It's not the horse and carriage Ayca had always hoped for. But of course, that would have been far too risky a choice in rainy Belfast.
Johnny could have gambled like a horse and carriage and stuff. I hope he hasn't gambled with like the whole ceremony being outside, because I know it looks gorgeous, but you never know in Belfast.
She's about to find out just how much of a gambler her man is.
It would be wrong to say I'm not nervous. I do. I feel very nervous, but this is just feeling like the longest 10, 15 months of my life. It's just dragging.
For Ayca, the suspense is nearly over.
A garden? What if it starts raining? Robble Lane Garden. I have never been here. Is this where we're going? Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. Oh!
I think I'm more nervous than Johnny. I don't know why I'm so nervous.
I might piss my pants.
She's half an hour late.
Well, that is the bride's prerogative.
It is the will of God that in marriage husband and wife should experience a lifelong unity of heart, body, mind, comfort and companionship. Jonathan, do you give yourself in marriage to Ayca?
I do.
Ayca.
I, Ayca Naz Ayaba Khan, take you, Jonathan Linus Lacey, to be my wedded husband.
I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you. All that I have, I share with you.
I therefore now proclaim that they are husband and wife. May I kiss your
Jonny's big gamble has paid off. So far, at least.
Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, at last.
Yay! It's amazing. Have you looked around? It's perfect. You know me better than I know myself, actually. Honestly, you really do.
Can't get anything better than that, you know what I mean? I was just looking for a happy face, but that's amazing.
This is fantastic. My son did a great job. He has blown me away. It's wonderful.
Jonny Lacey luck comes into play. Anybody else have planned a wedding in Belfast outside? It would have rained. Jonny Lacey, nah. I was like, Jonny, were you not a bit scared? He was like, no, I knew it was going to rain. I knew it wasn't going to rain.
Hello, everybody, yes. Right, is everyone ready for their dinner? Yeah! Right, everyone through my legs. This is the way to the feet.
While Jonny takes his new wife the scenic route, the guests are led round the back of the house for their first glimpse of the teepees.
This is amazing. This is lovely. It's such a different atmosphere. I never expected something like this.
Wait.
Check this out.
Holy shit.
There's a big massive pig out there on a stick, right? So all you need to do is go and just get a bit of pig.
The spit roast gets the thumbs up from the Irish contingent. Ayca's sister isn't quite so sure.
That is a real pig. They burned it, they cooked it. Oh, I don't think I'll eat it. Have some potatoes and rice.
You know, Turkish would be lamb, but it's all right. We forgive him. That's all right. Nobody's perfect.
Everyone's loved it. I haven't heard anyone complaining. Everyone thinks it's amazing.
Everyone says it's the wedding of the century.
Yeah, it said no one can top this.
Actual quote, wedding of the century. We've had it ready.
That is cheap wine.
It is. Three for 10.
3 for 10.
Cheap but effective, just like Jonny.
Every father hopes his daughter will find a smart, reliable, sensible, and considerate young man. So I have to say, I am a contented father, as I am delighted to see my daughter looking so happy today. May they walk the road of life together, hand in hand. To Ayca and Jonny.
So that's the big mansion.
We all know John as very warm, he's very caring, he's a sensitive guy and a loving man. I can't put into words how much he loves Ayca, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to go when, because Johnny's going to hit me, I found a DVD that he made for Ayca.
I'm standing outside.
At the moment, I'm trying to make a movie. No, it's mainly about love.
Stitched up. Stitched me up.
How do you explain love? It's indescribable sometimes, and I think that the word love it's used too carelessly in this day and age. I'm gonna get him back so badly. What's Ayca's best qualities? Her compassion for people, her kindness, her ass. Sometimes I think.
There's one last surprise for Ayca from best man, an unwanted lodger, Jim.
Now you're married and it's going to be really weird if I'm in your house. I want to give you your house key back and wish you all the best.
I don't think
Always will be fine. I kiss you once or twice, and everything's forgotten.
I would not change anything for the world, I swear to you, I wouldn't. I think you're a legend.
What about Jim?
I think he's a legend too.
But it's you and me, I will always, and forever you and me, always.
And it's been alright, as I said.
It's not been alright, it's been absolutely flippin' fabulous. Honestly.
Chuffed.